Hi guys, today we're going to react to Ego by The Warning.
Mi intención jamás será la de ofender. Es algo que nunca logras entender. No puedo cambiar lo que decides ver. Ya lo intenté, ya me cansé. Piensas que me importa pero ni te oí. A mí no me sobra tiempo como a ti. Es que aquí seguimos pero yo me fui. Ya te leí, te dejo ahí. Vives como todo, mientras hablas, tú me pagas. No me digan que yo no puedo, siempre tomo lo que yo quiero. Yo no la beso, no muerdo un ataque directo. No me digan que el regalado no es mi culpa que siempre gano. Ya se nota que tiene miedo, un ataque directo. Si me odias a mí, yo no quiero vivir así. Yo ya te advertí, yo no quiero vivir así. Si te digo y no me escuchas, mi voz se pierde en la lucha. Al final de cuentas cae la culpa sobre ti. Yo te advertí, yo te advertí. Abro puertas que no cierras. Lloro, solo cobro.
I did not expect that. I think we've heard them singing in Spanish before, but I did not expect that at all. It had like a more provocative flavor in it. Even the styling. I don't think I've ever seen this type of music video from The Warning before. Like an amalgamation between Frank Miller's Sin City and The Matrix. I haven't seen them like that ever in that fashion. They're darker here and it's intriguing. It looks like something that is very personal for them that they just had to get out. That's what it feels like, that vibe. And I love the tone itself of the music. It's infectious. We said it many times before. The moment you hear it, it's like it infiltrates your brain and won't leave. This is building up to be another beautiful entry from The Warning.
Yeah, that's kind of what struck me first, that even the musical styling is slightly different to stuff they've done before. This is probably maybe more in line with Kerosene, other song I think from the new album, which we've already covered, and it looks like they're going in a slightly new direction. It's definitely like the videos are a little bit more maybe professional as far as the production value. They look more invested. I'm talking monetarily. Also, I noticed that three of them are singing here, and it sounds fantastic. The Spanish is making it difficult to follow, so we'll kind of look at the lyrics after we finish the song and kind of try to come up with something, but it's definitely something personal. It's always something personal with them, I think, or most of the time at least, and they sound fantastic. They look great. Love this band. Lo que ustedes quieran, espero que les pueda. No me digan que yo no puedo, siempre tomo lo que yo quiero. Yo no la beso, no muerdo un ataque directo. No me digan que el regalado no es mi culpa que siempre gano. Ya se nota que tiene miedo, un ataque directo.
Bravo.
Banger.
Yep. Yeah, the stylizing of the music video even strengthened the notion that this is like possibly inspired by Frank Miller's Sin City. Their eyes glowed and their individual shots, like in a soundstage, that felt like the way they shot 90s style music videos. Aimed to look like an impromptu music video, but clearly, as you said, it's monetarily more invested. I also like the dynamic between them. They all have their own personas, but they are often shown like a group, like a single unit. I think that's the family element. That's the unified message within them. You see the three sisters in several shots to show you that they are all one force. And I love that about them. It's a beautiful little gem, and it's rapidly building up to be one of my The Warning favorites.
Yeah, I'm not sure about favorites yet because this is very, very different to their other stuff. While I really, really like it, I'm not sure how I'll sort of compare it to other The Warning favorites. But I really did like this. I like everything about it. Like, I like the attitude, not just the attitude that they show in the music video, but the attitude of the video itself, the style, the attitude of the music. The music has both an aloofness and like an aggression to it, which is probably to do in some way with the subject matter. But it just sounds great. It's, like I said, very, very different. It's a bit less melodic, maybe a lot less melodic than their other songs. The musicality here is different. It's basically a song that is just meant to have an impact more than to be like nice on the ear. They're kind of trying to kick you in the head, which I always enjoy from them. So, yeah.
Regarding the subject matter, the only thing I had trouble with really is figuring out who they're talking to. I think the song itself deals with the perception that other people might have about them, about the narrator, that is maybe through judgmental eyes, instead of seeing them for what they're really about. Whoever they're talking to is only seeing the end result and thinks or believes that everything was handed to them and they just one day appeared as a successful band or musicians. I'm projecting what the narrator is saying to the Warning's success, because that's what immediately correlates in my head between the subject matter and their status as a band. But I could be completely wrong. It could be about something else entirely. But for the sake of the interpretation, I'm saying that the narrator is the Warning. What I think the song is about is them putting their foot down and clarifying it to whoever will listen. We worked very hard to get here. We weren't handed anything, and we're still working to be successful. It's not an easy job. It's around the clock. Something in those terms that only their peers would know, that it's hard work. And what people see when they see success, it's just the end result. They don't see all the endless nights of practicing when nobody was watching. They don't see all the failures. They don't see all the struggles along the way. They only see the success.
To me, this is an interesting one because I think that interpretation can go all over the place, and actually it might actually mean all the things that interpretations can come up with. For example, at first I thought this was sort of like a diss track, kind of like Narcissista, which was basically directed at their critics. I think this one is also directed perhaps at their critics, at people who criticize them, but also in a way at their audience that is demanding too much of them perhaps, or also wanting them to do certain things, but they want to try something else, and their fans, instead of supporting them, are kind of criticizing them. And at the same time, I think it's also self-criticism at their own ego. So I think that they're basically directing this song at all of the above, at themselves, at others. There are parts of the song that show complete confidence in who they are and what they do, and other parts where they show that they're kind of maybe unsure. The ego can go many, many different ways. The ego can be strong, can be weak, can be affected by someone else, could be their own ego, could be the audience's ego, could be everything. And here again, because like I said, it was very difficult to follow because of the Spanish, it's hard to kind of get into a translation and work it out from there. But that's the general idea that I'm kind of getting from this.
Pertaining to the title of the song, I think that's what confused me as to who they were talking to. And I tend to agree with what you said. They're talking to their critics, to their fans, and to themselves. The title of the song, Ego, and the way they behave in the music video, it shows you that they're talking about themselves. They're the ones with the ego, at least in the music video. They're the ones with the attitude. And I think it has to do with their style change, even the style of music. From the new album, we reacted to this one, and we reacted to Kerosene, and it strongly feels like they're taking a new direction, like you said at the beginning. And this might not be well received by critics, by their fans, and I think it's just them in this music video, like they're introspecting, maybe checking themselves. Why did we choose this new direction? What is it about? Is it about us? Is it about our egos? I'm not sure if that's what they meant, but I can understand it when bands change styles and the fans aren't getting what they're used to, and not everybody likes it, so it's impossible to please everybody. I think elements of that are strongly addressed in the song.
Yeah, because like I said, there are sections that describe like a weak ego. If you hate me, I don't want to live like this. Lines like that. And then there are other lines that are just showing strength. I open doors that you close. I don't cry. I only collect. Stuff like that. So it's like, it's sort of doing both. It's saying, yeah, we are affected by fans who criticize us or decide to leave or, say that we sold out or something like that. But at the same time, we are going to do what we want to do, and we're going to have to live with that. That is also an an ego thing, as you said, that can be sort of like a double-edged sword, if you know what I mean. The ego can lead you in a positive direction, but also this success can lead you in a negative direction. So I think that they're trying to walk that line and to find their own direction, and they kind of hope that they're going in the right one. Even if the fans may disagree, if the critics may disagree, some will agree, and they're hoping that this is what's going to get them to where they want to get to. It's like they're growing, they're changing, the music changes, their appearance is changing, the videos change, and all the rest of it. It's not necessarily a bad thing, even if some people might perceive it as such.
I said before darker, they went darker, but I think it's also an amalgamation. It's them being more mature and like paving a new road for them. I think they're trying to reinvent themselves in increments, to discover new pathways where they can take this journey of theirs.
Yeah, and some lines were just like so over the top, and that's what got me thinking that they're actually kind of also dissing themselves or criticizing their own ego. When there was those lines saying, I don't bark, I just bite. It's not my fault, I always win. I don't cry, I just get paid. It feels like it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, as well as saying, yeah, you know, you should all just kind of chill and let us at least try to do our own thing. Let us make our own mistakes. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Would be nice to have you along for the ride, but if not, shit happens. But I gotta say, I'm definitely along for the ride. I like this new direction, and yeah, I'll definitely be looking forward to checking out this whole album because it looks and sounds fantastic.
Yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you get notified on all our future videos. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
As always, the Warning Reactions playlist should be up on the screen sometime about now. Give it a click and check them out. Fantastic band with some awesome, awesome music. Thank you so much for all the support you're throwing our way. We appreciate you. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode, and we hope to see you all then. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.